Hey, what's up folks? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Jamie and I ride bikes. It's been a minute, so I thought I would pick up the camera and do a wee turbo sesh in the pain cave. Got a Christmas jumper on because hopefully this vlog will be going out on Christmas Day if I pull my finger out and get it edited. So like I said, been a while. I've not really recorded much, so I'm going to jump on the turbo. I'm going to speak about how the 2025 season went, and also in the last Mallorca vlog I asked if anybody had any questions. I got a couple, so I'm going to answer them in this vlog. And yeah, let's go! Right, so I'll start off with the goals that I set for 2025. If you remember, I had 3 goals for on the bike and I had 1 running goal. So the first one was I wanted to climb over 500,000 feet of climbing in a whole year. Obviously the year's not finished yet, but I can't remember exactly what I've done to this date, but I've smashed that. I've done over 500,000 feet. I'll put the exact number somewhere on the screen if I remember to. The second goal for 2025 was I wanted to get my Cat 2 British cycling licence. I wouldn't say it was a massive fail. I was 5 points short. I fell 5 points short of that, so we've never done that. The next one was I wanted to win a road race. We never done that either. You know, I was coming in a couple of times sprinting for first and ending up like 10th, 11th, you know, and then the points go down so much then. Anyway, the next one was I wanted to run 10k in sub 40 minutes. I only done 1 10k in 2025 and I did it in like, just needed my homework for this. I can't remember the time. It's sub 40 anyway by a good couple of minutes. Again, I'll put the time on the screen somewhere. So the first question is, we love your vlogs, dude. What's been your favourite route you've done in Mallorca? Any route you haven't done you want to do? So my favourite route in Mallorca is probably the one I done 2 years ago with the lads. You start in Andrax. We got a shuttle bus over to Andrax and then cycled all the way back to Alcudia. That's probably been my best route in Mallorca. There is a nice couple of wee climbs that I still would like to do. Hope to get back next year and do them. The next question is, how did you find the racing in Mallorca versus Scotland? Any standout difference? So this is obviously, that's a question he's asking about the Mallorca Masters. I would say it is different. I wouldn't like to say it was a higher standard or racing. It's probably I would say the standard's probably for the UK racing, it'd be like a Nat B race, I would say. Like most of the races I've been doing, there's regional A. The standard was definitely well above regional A. You know, you did have to have a fairly decent bit of fitness to get round and survive. It was a tough race. The next question. Hey, I'm just starting my cycling journey, but as I'm sure you know, it can be a pain in the butt. Any tips on how to make it go away? Does it just take time? Please enlighten me. I'm guessing by that question it means you've obviously just started cycling and you're getting a sore arse. Could be a number of things. Could be a bike fit issue. Could be cheap bib shorts. Now that's one thing. Never cheap it on. Get like a decent set of bib shorts. Yeah, I don't really like recommending bike fits to people because I've had bike fits before, and I've always, like, you know, after the bike fit I've always like either changed it back or changed something again myself. I just think if you just play around with it, yeah, it might come good. And then the next and last question is, somebody tried to be funny and ask how stage 4 went. I'm just gonna say it. So obviously in the Mallorca Masters there was 4 stages, and Muggins here and me never done stage 4. I don't care why, I just had it in my head like of where the start was and where you're like, so obviously before each start you had to go and sign on and stuff, just like any normal race you would in the UK. And I went to what I thought was the start point, and like there was nothing there, and I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Honestly, I cycled around that town for a good half an hour. I never had my phone on me because it was like just along the road from my hotel, so I just left my phone and that in the hotel, and yeah, by the time I found out where the start actually was, my race had started, so that was yeah, it was a disaster. So that's all the questions. There wasn't that much, but thanks everybody that, you know, answered the questions, asked the questions. How did my 2025 season go? I'm quite happy with it, you know. Obviously there's a few goals I never met, but no, I'm quite happy with it. Like I say, there was a couple of times I was coming into the end of the races for like a first place, and it was just like you go to sprint and your legs are just like, nope, you haven't got a sprint in you today. So go back to the running thing, I done that 10k back in March time, and then I done a few kind of easy runs after that, and then I sort of decided to knock the running on the head because I just couldn't be doing like, yes, for sure I can do like an easy run after a bike, but I just felt like if I was racing with the running and racing on a bike. I mean, fair play to athletes. I just can't do that type of stuff. So I decided to knock a running on ahead, and I've just started running again for a few months now. But I won a race and won a park run, so there you go, I won a race. Just wasn't on a bike, it was on my feet. Just a way to start the first 15-minute walk. Let's go. First 15-minute walk done. I've got a 5-minute cool down, but it's still only 4.5 minutes. I'm just going to quickly run you through the Mallorca Masters, because I feel like I've spoke about it and mentioned it, but I've never actually spoke about it, if you know what I mean. So, stage 1 was cut short on the morning of the stage because it was meant to be, and they moved it forward as well because it was supposed to be bad thunderstorms coming, but they never came. But anyway, stage 1 was fast and flat. We quite a sketchy finish, but we'll not get into that. Stage 2 was where the rain came. We got quite a lot of bad thunderstorms in stage 2. It was a good bit longer in stage 1. I can't remember the total distances, but I'll put them on the screen somewhere. Stage 2 was also had a couple of cheeky rises in it. I finished pretty much in a bunch. A few riders up the road. Stage 3 was the Queen stage. It was a long one, up the big climb. Can't even remember the name of the climb. I am great at this vlogging, wow. I'll put the name of the climb in the screen again. There was a few riders up the road on the climb, and shock horror, I get friggin' dropped on the descent, honestly. I just need to grow a set of balls, but I just can't. Like, I felt like in 2024 I was getting decent at descending, and I don't care what it is. Obviously I've had a crash since then. Maybe it's that it's playing on my mind, I don't know. And then I spoke about stage 4, obviously that didn't happen for me. There will be a lot of guys probably watching this thinking, oh, you finished in a bunch, can another way to Mallorca just to roll across in a bunch. Guys, honestly, the Mallorca Masters, it's about the experience as well. Like, you're racing on fully closed road. It's like the closest thing to a pro pelting you're gonna get, honestly. It's like, I want to say it's about £100. It's not much more than £100. It's well organised. There's like, honestly, there's like 100 odd motorbikes just closing all the road. You've got on the top of the climbs, you've got crowds taking videos, cheering you on. Honestly, it is an amazing experience, in Mallorca Masters. I don't know if I'll be back for 2026 because there's something else I want to do that sort of falls in the same sort of time, so I'll see. It'll be between the both of them, but honestly, I mean, anybody can enter it, but I'm just warning you, it's a high level of racing. You've got to have a decent bit of fitness if you want to even just finish in a bunch, you know. Stage 1, I tried a few moves, got a gap a couple of times, but nothing actually came. But as I said, Yorker Masters, honestly, it is such a great event and a great experience. I've got 40 seconds before my next 15 minutes start. I'm probably sounding absolutely out of breath here. See this vlogging and Zwifting and everything at the same time? It's mental. It probably spikes your friggin' heart rate an extra 10 beats. Just, you've got to press this camera, you've got to screen record, you've got to make sure you're looking good for the camera. Right, tune's back on because we're away to start again. Let's go! Fairly easy, should have been. It was just only 3 efforts. Thought I would show you some of my cool wall art in the pain cave. This one relates to me the most, but my ex-success is like a friggin' e-car. But next year it'll be a Fiat Punto with a burst exhaust. Let's go! So I think I've covered everything in this vlog that I wanted to. Knowing me, there's probably something I've forgotten. In fact, there's something else. Take you on to this one. It's a map of basically all the big climbs in the UK. I've scratched off a couple, but where are we? Where are we? Yeah, man, it's past I've done that. I raced that. I forgot to scratch that off. Hey! Mine raced that in a stage race last year. But where are we? I'm going to be doing the Fred Whitton challenge, and where is all the climbs for the Fred Whitton? Oh my god, guys, that's them, isn't it? Is that them? Why am I so shit at vlogging and just putting no thought on it? Anyway, Fred Whitton challenge next year, guys. That's the only event for 2026 I've got in the calendar so far. I'm doing it. I'm going to try aim for about a 6 hour-ish race, but no, me it'll probably more like 7 hours. But if you fancy it, let me know. Hopefully we get a decent group going. There is somebody else that I know who's already messaged me saying he's keen for smashing it, so the more the merrier. But anyway, guys, that is it for this vlog. Hopefully short and sweet, and let me know if you like this, like Zwift sort of thing, and I'll maybe do more of it. Maybe do a few. I didn't do much Zwift racing, but if you like it, I'll maybe do a few Zwift races. See, let me know. Anyway, cheers for watching. Catch you on the next one.